how much should you really spend on a bottle of whiskey, especially if you're using it for cocktails. Today we're putting that to the test, and whiskey snobs might want to look away, because we'll also be mixing cocktails using a $170 bourbon. It will compete against a $15 and a $40 whiskey in two classic cocktails, the old-fashioned and the whiskey sour. The Cocktail Time crew will judge, and honestly, I have no idea how this will turn out. We are in for a different kind of episode. But one thing's for sure, it's cocktail time.
It's cocktail time.
Okay, let's start by officially meeting today's contestants. At a little under $15, we have Clarke's Kentucky Straight Bourbon from Aldi, sitting at the law required 40% ABV or 80 proof, representing a solid mid-range option. At $40 is the well-known Maker's Mark Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey, already up to 45% ABV or 90 proof. And finally, at $170, we got the premium Blanton Single Barrel, proudly calling themselves the original single barrel bourbon, coming in at 46.5% ABV or 93 proof. We bought each of these bottles ourselves. None were gifted or sponsored. This is strictly about finding the truth and to have some fun. I'll make 3 versions of the old-fashioned and the whiskey sour, so one with each bottle, and then we'll score them using the makeshift Bourbon Challenge scoring sheet. We'll be looking at aroma, taste, texture, aftertaste, and the chance of ordering the exact same cocktail again, all on a scale from 1 to 10. No decimals allowed. And we of course won't know which cocktail contains which bourbon. Now meet today's judges. You already know Sasha and Robbie, but today we finally have the 4th member of the crew joining us in front of the camera as well, and he didn't know it until just now. Come on in. Ellyam! Yay! Coming all the way from the States!
This is a really nice surprise, guys. Thank you.
Ellyam was one of our Cocktail Time very first fans, but has been a part of our crew for 3.5 years now. You've seen his copywriting work in the descriptions of episodes, newsletters, ebooks, and more. He's currently on a trip around Europe, so he of course stopped by to visit us here in Maribor. We've shown him around the beautiful Slovenia, but now it's his first day in the office.
I've seen some amazing places, but now I'm happy and honored to help out here as well.
Okay, for the first stage, we'll be making 3 identical old-fashioned cocktails. To keep everything perfectly fair and consistent, we'll use Library & Co.'s old-fashioned syrup, which already includes aromatic bitters and cold-pressed orange oil, so making this couldn't be easier. The glasses will be labeled A, B, and C, and only I'll know which bourbon was used in which glass, and I'll be wearing a blindfold when tasting. To keep the crew in the dark, they have to look away. As for the cocktails, it's the same recipe, same proportions, different bourbons. Over tempered ice cubes, I added 2 ounces or 60 ml of each of the bourbons. Followed by a 1/4 ounce or 7.5 ml of the old-fashioned syrup. And lastly, to boost the flavors, 2 drops of 20% saline solution into each. All 3 get the same amount of stirring, so they'll get well mixed, chilled and diluted. And with the orange essential oils already in the cocktails, the judging process can begin. Remember, we are all scoring the cocktails based on aroma, flavor, texture, aftertaste, and whether we'd order the cocktail again.
So first, I have C. I mean, the first one is a good old-fashioned. Wow. Okay. The first one is good.
Don't
Okay.
Tell anything.
I mean, I wrote this in the script, but honestly, judging cocktails is hard.
Jump in.
Let's go.
3 of his favorite cocktails.
Very much, yeah.
Not really. It will be much happier if you will be developing peanut bananas.
Exactly. I got a perfect pour.
Of the falling old-fashioned?
Oh, did you just wanted to smell it?
And really water down the drinks.
Well, That's good.
Really is interesting.
Ellyam's diving in. You're not there yet. Stand here. I hope so.
Actually, we're gonna go with the
Yeah, so this is your cocktail number 1. You just have to
aroma
remember.
7.
Okay?
It's a solid old fashioned.
That's what I said, but I don't know which one that was.
6. Taste. Texture. Seven.
How likely are you to order this old fashioned again? Another
6.
one. Okay, this is your cocktail number 2.
Can I also have the previous one?
Yes.
Okay. Smell. 4. 5. Yeah, the previous one I had the taste, it was 6, right?
Yes.
Sorry. 4. Have the texture, right?
Yes.
6. And aftertaste, it was before also 7 or 8.
8.
Then here is 6. If I would order it again, this one is 5.
The final old fashioned?
Give me the first one as well.
The benchmark one. You're gonna sneeze?
No, I'm just smelling my skin, so I'm neutralizing my nose. I kind of like the taste of this.
You're still missing aroma, texture. Sure.
Okay, yeah,
Put
so-
on, I like he likes it. You're going to Hollywood, boy.
7 aroma. Taste 8. Texture 7. Aftertaste 7. If I would be ordered again, 7. We are still keeping our scores a secret, because we still need to judge the bourbons in another cocktail. Will the addition of citrus and egg whites change the scales? Will the expensive bourbon come out on top? Let's make the whiskey sour and find out. Starting the same, but we now of course have chilled shakers. Each one gets 2 ounces or 60 ml of one of the 3 bourbons, 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 ml of fresh lemon juice, half an ounce or 50 ml of Library & Co.'s gum syrup. Don't forget about 2 drops of saline solution. Lastly, I'll add 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 ml of egg white, which I first cracked into a separate container and gave a quick whisk to make it easier to measure. Now, instead of a dry shake, I like to foam up the cocktail and emulsify the egg white with the milk frother. Then add ice and give them all a good hard shake. Double strain into a stemmed glass, or you could serve it over ice as well. For garnish, I'll add a single drop of Angostura bitters. Let the judging begin.
Yeah,
2. Are we trying whiskey sours?
this one's way more difficult. God.
Okay, so yeah, and interestingly, there's a huge color difference.
The last one?
Let's see.
A bit influenced by the low scores that Kevin was giving.
Smell. Oh, that's even harder for me.
You can try it with another one. Number 2.
So smell. 7. Yeah, well,
Okay, number 1 is 7.
sure. 6. Taste. 8. Aftertaste 7. If I would order it again, then yeah, 7. Okay. This one is quite herbal. Yeah, of course, it's angostura bitter on top, but way more than previous one.
Is it harder judging the same cocktails?
Yeah, for sure, much harder. So I'm gonna give him 8 aroma, 7 on the taste. Yeah, 7 on the taste. So as you can see, there's not much a big difference in between first and second one, but still.
Which already say 6.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, the texture is the same as with the previous one.
It's
7, 6.
Yeah.
8 in terms of if I will be ordering it again. The third one is texture, the same. Well, actually, it's so 7. Earlier it was 6, right?
6, yeah.
So if I would be ordering this again, it's 6. So I like this one the least. Aftertaste 7, texture the same as previous one, and then taste 6.
Okay.
That's it, right?
Yeah. We are done.
The scores are in, so just let us go quickly through them, and you'll see them on the screen as well. With the old-fashioned, the third place goes to Clarke's, the cheapest option. Most of us gave a quite higher score to Maker's Mark, which came in second. And that means the winner for this round was Blanton's. But when we were making the whiskey sour, things changed. Even though the scores were close, Blanton's came in last. The runner-up once again was Maker's Mark, but only a single point behind the winner, Clarke's. Looking at the overall scores, the winner was Blanton's, the runner-up was Maker's Mark, and the last place goes to Clarke's. You can see the breakdown of full scores for each of us on our Patreon page. To me, today's test showed more than just the importance of price. It showed that for a truly great cocktail experience, it's not always about the price tag. It's about the occasion and the company.
We had a blast creating this special episode, and we all hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it.
Let us know in the comments if you'd like to see us try this with other spirits and cocktails as well.
Until next time, cheers, Prince of the Cocktails.
I just have to try this neat as well.